holding back the tears. They're streaming down my face like tiny mirrors, reflecting back to me all of the things I thought I'd hid away. Constantly undressed, looking at the cross upon my chest, trying hard to reason why I'm living just like this. Am I savoring life? Meaning, am I really taking it all in, really enjoying it? I just had that thought because I've been waking up recently and feeling this sense of emptiness. And it's nothing bad. I've had bad wake-ups before. Like, you wake up and you just feel like, oh, this is gonna be the worst fucking day ever. But I've just been kind of feeling, shallow a little bit. Like, am I really experiencing this life? Yeah, like, I don't know, I wanna live a spectacular life. And I guess I need to really map that out for myself. Like, what does that really look like? Right, I was saying that I want to be connected to the ether. And feel, just like, you know that feeling when you listen to a good song and like your whole body just has chills? That type of feeling, that's what I'm chasing. Like, I want to feel that feeling all the time, but I can't. Like, that's not sustainable, that's not real. But I guess I want to feel alive. But this, like, I feel stupid because I'm realizing, like, all of this is feeling alive. Like the mundane is, you're alive, like no matter what is really happening, like, you're alive. What is life right now? I'm sitting in the corner of my room next to my bookshelf, which is a mess as usual. And I was just going through some love letters that I never sent, and really kind of wishing I was different, wishing that I could be consumed by art once again. I did make a video talking about how I wanted to read a lot of books in 2025. So that didn't happen. I wish I can read a book. I wish I can be consumed by the thought of a painting. I wish I could paint a painting. I wish I could escape a little bit. Poetry often appears through the window of of irrelevance. I think that was the quote. It kind of means like, oh my god, I can't think right now. Stop. It means like I looked at it as like art and inspiration, and in this case the person who wrote the quote was like referencing poetry, but it can come from unexpected places, like places that are kind of overlooked and kind of hidden within us, that are kind of also sometimes just like irrelevant, like humdrum, like they just kind of come out of those places. And then I was thinking like, that's kind of like where I am in this in-between state where nothing is really super relevant to me. Nothing really stands out to me. Like, what am I doing in my life that's like really like amazing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like not recognizing it, but that's the point. I'm not recognizing it. That's what the quote is about. Like the inspiration, the magic comes from these moments of just of what we think as irrelevance, of what we think is just, oh, just another Monday, just another Tuesday, just another, what day is it, Friday, so either like, I don't know, I think yeah, and then what else? It's like I'm in this transitionary phase, and it feels kind of irrelevant, but I think the universe is trying to tell me, like, this is gonna be important. This is laying the groundwork for something greater. So I made a video in the beginning of this year talking about my goals for, or maybe it was 2024, right before the new year. Yeah. Talking about my goals. And one of my goals, or a really big goal that I had, was to read a lot of books this year. And that has not been happening. I think I read one book and it was phenomenal, but that's, and it's been like months since 2025 started. So you can imagine I'm not happy with myself. I'm beating myself up. I had a goal. I mean, I still have a lot of 2025 left, but for now, it's not what I kind of anticipated and wanted. But then I did this exercise today. It's one that I do sparingly, like I don't do it too often, but I thought of a number. I flipped to a page in a book. This is a poetry book. It's literally falling apart. It literally was published in 1937. But anyway, I flipped to a random page. I heard the number in my head and I flipped to that page. And this poem is called Books, okay? It's on page 73 of the book. So I could be completely stupid and interpreted this wrong because I'm not the most intelligent person out there, but what I think she's trying to say is, life is sliding by. Life is sliding by. And that kind of sent me down this road of why don't I change my goals? Because my motivation for reading, I thought about it. There's two reasons. Reason number one, my motivation for reading is to get lost, to get immersed, to feel the magic, intrigue, fun that I just don't feel in my regular life. So I thought about it and I was like, why is that the goal? Why is reading to make my life more fun the goal? Why can't I truly, in my own reality, make life fun? I have the power. It's like disempowering. This whole thing of like, I have the power to change my life and make my life, what did I write down? Like the kind of life I would want to read about. Like I have the potential to do that. I have the power to do that. And I don't understand why my goal is to just sit and, I'm not saying reading is bad, no, but I'm just saying it's like, why is that my goal? Why is that my goal? When my goal can be, Maria, be spontaneous, go travel, go, like, those are my goals. But I thought the most realistic goal was to just read. But now that the universe just put this poem in front of me, and I feel like this has been, like, they've been doing this a lot, where it's just like, what are you gonna achieve from that really? Like, yeah, you're gonna momentarily get lost within the plot. Yeah, you might gain some insight, but like that could be, like, the insight could be so much more real if I were to change my life, if I were to implement fun in some sort of way, like small things every day, or if I was to, I don't know, just like just seek out like opportunities. My higher self, or like maybe spiritual powers above me, or just like God, or I don't even know what, honestly. They're just trying to tell me, like, why don't you just make your life amazing? Why don't you just do that? Why are you relying on other people taking you to that place and like basically escapism? Why can't you build your own life to just feel like, wow, this is like a book, this is like a movie, you know, like something like that. And it's totally possible. It was just in my own head that, oh no, it's not possible for me. I'd rather just get like my dopamine hit, like my highs, like I'll chase highs through novels. I don't know, there's a part of me that feels like I'm making excuses for myself, like, oh, you're just like lazy, you're unmotivated, you're not disciplined enough to read books, you're not smart enough to read books, or something like that. But like now that, like, it's just like the signs are pointing to that. It's not necessarily that, you know, this is, I don't know, it's just like I've been getting that lately from like the ethers of like, don't put your time and energy, like don't make that your goal. Which is, I don't know, I think it's cool because I've never really thought about it like that before. Hi everyone. Don't ask how, but I've somehow got it implanted in my mind that I'm not as spiritually evolved as I think I am. Not only that, but there's a lot of things that I think I am that aren't what I actually am, potentially. Did that make sense? Did that English? That should be a segment on my show, like just a compilation of Maria's did that English. And we'll capture the moments where I don't know how to speak the only language I know. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm kind of not understanding who I am right now. I kind of had this concept of myself of like, yeah, I'm constantly evolving, I'm constantly growing. And yeah, somehow the other night I got to thinking about a different perspective of like, maybe I'm stagnant and maybe I'm not going anywhere. And that's kind of coupled with this feeling of my life doesn't feel very relevant right now. Like it just feels, yeah, my life kind of feels like not interesting. I'm afraid to make changes. I feel like if I change something, if I try something new, then I'll end up in a worse position. I obviously have this initial excitement of like, wow, this is something that I can achieve. This is something that I can do and just give my life this like flip, this change. And then this part of me comes in, sets in. It's like, but you don't know how it's gonna go. Are you ungrateful for your life right now? Try a little harder in your life right now to find fulfillment, to find everything that you're looking for kind of in other places. Don't make any drastic changes. And I think that was instilled in me by a few people that like just were looking out for me, but just didn't have my, I don't know, like their voice just plays in my head, just like, what are you running away from? Why are you, like, for example, I like a few years back wanted to go and do this work away program in France, and like the woman who was like doing it, she was like an artist, like a musician, and she like, yeah, and I was like so excited about that. And then this person was like, what are you running away from? Like, why do you think like really consider why you want to do this. And I'm just like, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, I don't really, like, I'm not really enjoying my life here. But I don't see the problem, like, too much. Well, now I do, you know, like, now I do, like, that voice, that person's voice is, like, within me. It's just like, why, what are you running away from? Just fix everything here. Why do you need to run away? And it's like, well, because, like, I don't know, getting some distance sometimes gives you a different perspective from, like, the place where you breathe and live and all the time, you know. It gives you, like, vantage point of, like, okay, and it gives you valuable experiences. So yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I just, like, my brain finds something wrong with the plan that I have, and I don't know if that's helping me or hurting me. I don't know if it's keeping me safe or hindering me from really living my best life. Because I'm young, you know, and there's nothing tying me down. Why can't I just, like, fly across the world and freaking do something cool? But my brain gives me a million reasons as to why I cannot. And I don't know what to do about that at the moment. My response, you know, has been, whenever this kind of creeps up, this feeling of wanting to go somewhere else and do something fun, my response is kind of just like, push it off. Like, push it out of yourself. Be here. Figure it out here. And that sucks, kind of. I don't know. It makes me feel like I don't have courage. Like, I don't know if my perception is warped. Like, I feel like when that happens, when I shut it out, shut it off, forget about the idea, it makes me feel like I am not strong enough to take, or courageous enough to take this idea and really do it. I don't like that. I want to feel strong. I want to feel courageous. But that's just me, I guess. Like, I could work on it. I don't know. I don't know how. Like, do you just do it and then prove to yourself that you can do it? Or do you, like that person said, I don't know, like, be kinder to yourself and, like, work on your inner world or something? I don't know.